Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Athena Games, and you're watching the WizKids Open 2017 Dice Master Regionals. My name's Elliot Baker, and next to me is...
I'm Jonathan Ellis. I'll be co-commentating with Elliot today.
Hello, lovely world. So, we're not ready to start just yet. We were going to start at 10:30, but unfortunately, due to travel problems from some of our players, we are delaying until an 11 o'clock start, so that's 10 minutes from now. But we're here to provide a pre-game commentary, really. So, what are you looking to see today, John? Let's just pull up the image there.
Today I'm expecting to see especially 3 bid teams. So it'll be your traditional Bard-based teams, which we saw in the regional stream. So Bard is a big threat in a meta, can buff up your characters to huge numbers. We will hopefully see some Beholder teams, which is a newer team. So it's a 7-cost Master Aberration Beholder. It can use, when it attacks, it uses all the basic actions in play, and it uses that to clear the opponent's board and buff up your own fins almost immediately. And it rushes it if it's 7 costs out as quickly as possible, and is a very big threat. It's in fact one of the regionals I went to in the autumn, so we'll probably see some of that today. And the last bid meta team I'll expect is some kind of Lantern Rin list, which is more of an effect damage team, which is quite interesting, which has several varieties based on different energy types.
Yeah, because you're the runner-up of that Nationals,
yes,
aren't you?
That Regionals, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, was beaten in the final by that Beholder team, but it was all good games. So,
Are you going to Nationals? Because I think you can buy entry, can't you?
I'm hoping to go to Nationals. You can't buy entry, but there are qualifiers at the Nationals event as well, so you can qualify for the event beforehand. But we still need to wait to find out when the Nationals is, unfortunately.
They're tight-lipped on these things at times. No, probably sometime later within the year, probably June or July time, we'll see that.
Yes.
But yeah, the Bard list is something because I'm very new to Dice Masters. I was introduced to the game about 2 weeks ago because we of course wanted to stream it, and I needed to know the game to understand how to best make an overlay and best to kind of compose the actual stream itself. Bard was something which really surprised me. The fact that it swung David from basically Chris's full health to nothing in one very good swift round. Even though it did the entire game, took the whole 50 minutes of the entire, which we should have 3 games in that time. We only have 1. But it was just amazing to see that swing, especially since David was down to half at that point at 11, and I thought at that point it was over and that David had lost too much to regain anything. But then suddenly, just a clinched victory in the last few minutes, with doing exactly 20 damage.
Well, that's especially what Bard can do. Is what it's almost designed to do. However, the main strength of Bard is the splashability of it almost. You can throw it into any list with just combat damage, and the rest of the list just needs other characters to support it. It's not something like Gardener, which you need to support in a specific way. It's not a Flying Cyclist build, which have very specific support pieces. It can go into any list which relies on attack and death damage, and it will improve it, basically, which is the problem. I mean, I mentioned the Beholder teams. Some of the Beholder teams will still run Bard as a backup win condition, because it's that big and that threatening.
It's nice to have something in your back pocket, especially when you want to, because Bard is such an effective card at buffing the opponents. We're expecting to get team lists soon, so we should be able to give you guys a very decent first game and see what we have in the competition. But mainly we're going to be sticking to top table unless we see anything in particular that's very interesting to play. We like to give you guys an interesting experience, not just the only experience.
Yes.
Of course, once we move to a top 8 cut, we will be sticking with the top player, as it were. So we'll have one person following through all the way to the end, most likely. Unless, again, we see an interesting matchup that we didn't see before.
We'll see what we can bring you, but like Elliot said, the top table will usually be our focus. It is a top 8 cut, which is in some ways unfortunate because it's only 9 players.
Not 9 players and a top 8 cut. To be fair, I don't know why we've advertised the Dice Masters quite a lot. It could be because we're out of the way. I don't know why we didn't get many people in today. But hopefully we can do more next time.
Yes.
So we'd love to run another one.
Like I said, we are out of the way. I think only the regionals I attended, because that was the central location, got the big attendance last time. I saw relatively the same attendance as we're seeing now, 8-9 people at most. So unfortunately that is just in some ways the state of the game of Dice Masters at the moment. Hopefully we can attract some new people to it. If anyone's watching who hasn't played before, I recommend it hugely.
I'm buying in, let's put it that way.
Yes, you're a big fan, and even at a more casual level, you'll see a lot of fun teams. You can see a lot of fun teams. You can do a lot of fun slightly different rule sets and slightly different team building limitations at a casual level, which we do a lot at Athena outside of these events, which always end up with interesting teams.
Yeah, if you're interested in playing Marvel Dice, Dice Masters in general, I keep saying Marvel Dice Masters. I guess it's because it rolls so well off the tongue. If you're interested in playing Dice Masters, we have a regular meet-up every Thursday.
Yes, Thursday evenings. We try to come down as much as we can,
and we have 2 events a month usually. So we have the first one's usually a standard constructed tournament, and the last one is usually a regular draft.
Yes,
so
drafting is another fun format. Which is, in every game I enjoy drafting. It gives you a very different feel. It allows you to use different characters, which you don't see often in the standard meta. So,
yeah, I mean, we've got some good players that's well happening today. We've got Dan. Yes. We have Charlotte, very good player.
Charlotte, who attended nationals last time.
Yeah, she's a very experienced player. I'm saying we've got to keep an eye on her today. I think she's probably the one that's going to take it. She's the one I've got my money on. Let's put it that way.
Well, we do also have Ben Scott, national champion.
National champion.
He is always a threat.
Maybe Athena won't take this one after all. But who knows? That's the point. It's a competition to prove who is the best at Dice Masters in this area, or anyone who comes down, effectively.
Yeah.
But no, I've been really excited for this day. It's been
a long time coming.
The build up to it, because you guys originally we didn't get the regionals last time, and you guys really wanted us to run regionals, so we applied for it, we pushed for it, and we got it. Thankfully,
we have to be very thankful to you guys for pushing through, getting us this event.
We're always, pro gamer and pro getting people to come to the store and just play in the store, because we have quite a good store, a large, very sizable store. We can fit. Let's put it this way: we can fit 64 X-Wing players in one room. So
it's amazing, or 70, 80 Pokemon players at a different event I've been to.
Yeah, so it's not a small location. We're probably one of the biggest in the immediate area.
Definitely the immediate area, one of the biggest in general.
I think actually probably close to the biggest in England, maybe. At least up there in the top.
Yeah,
I do think. We also have a Magic Game Day going on today, because today is Aether Revolt Game Day, which is a nice little cross combo there. So we've got that going on. If there are future events you want to come to, we do have a few coming up. Let's push those and see what we've got coming up. So, next we've got a Final Fantasy tournament, TCG, which is happening on the 18th, Saturday, and that starts at 11:30. It won't be streamed. On the same day, if you're a Blood Bowl fan, come down. We've got a Blood Bowl Winter Bowl tournament that day at 10:30. That's a 10:30 start for that. And that's going to be a long slog, that one, along with snow, probably some guts and gore on the pitch along the way, pieces throwing everywhere. I don't know. It's gonna be messy. And then on Sunday, my personal favourite, Star Trek Attack Wing, the Corbomite maneuver. Yes. OP. Not many people play Star Trek in the area. We've got a nice little small close knit group. We're also doing blind boosters, which is nice. We've got X-Wing coming up in 2 weeks' time on the 25th of February, which is a Hangar Bay event that will be streamed live.
That was the first game streamed.
Yeah. Yes, X-Wing was the first game streamed. I kind of pushed for that because we weren't streaming stuff. That was before I became an event coordinator at the store. And then after I became event coordinator, I'm like, okay, we can't just do X-Wing, we've got to do more. And so we did Magic Aether Revolt pre-release last month. We're doing Dice Masters now. We're looking to get Warhammer streamed when we do that in March. We've got a lot going on. Game of Thrones is on my list, Armada. Anything that can be streamed will be streamed if possible. I'm really pushing for the whole digital content thing. But yeah, that's what we have, and we're coming up to the 11 o'clock mark now, so we should be getting players through any time now. I'm going to go and we're going to quickly have a quick break while we go and see what's going on, and get back to you guys. So we're back in probably about a couple of minutes. See you guys soon.
See you soon.